Hey guys, welcome back. Today is day 27 and the pick is India. Well, India is my country, and you might be thinking this will be very easy for me, but it's quite the opposite. I know so many elements and so many things about the country. Selecting one will be really difficult, but I'll try my best and let's see what I'll come up with. Let's go. India is a country in South Asia. It is a peninsula surrounded by the Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea, and the Bay of Bengal. It is the second most populous country, the seventh largest country by land area, and the most populous democracy in the world. The name India is derived from the river Indus, the valleys around which were the home of the early settlers. The Aryan worshippers referred to the river Indus as the Sindhu. India's land is mega diverse with 4 biodiversity hotspots. The first modern humans who constituted the Indus Valley civilization centered around cities such as Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. During the period 2500 BCE, the Vedas, the oldest scriptures associated with Hinduism, were composed. The word Veda literally means knowledge. This knowledge was not derived from a particular scripture or prophet, but came into being in course of several millennia. The British rule in India spanned from 1857 to 1947. The various movements by freedom fighters ultimately led to the Indian Independence Act 1947, but tempered by the partition of India into two states, India and Pakistan. Vital to India's self-image as an independent nation was its constitution, completed in 1950, which put in place a secular and democratic republic. The Indian climate is strongly influenced by the Himalayas. It prevents the cold Central Asian winds from blowing in, keeping the bulk of the Indian subcontinent warmer than most locations at similar latitudes. The spiritual practices of yoga originated in ancient India. Yoga is one of the 6 orthodox philosophical schools of Hinduism. Yoga is performed through asanas. An asana is a posture, a term derived from the Sanskrit word for seat. The term yoga has its verbal root as yuj. It means joining in Sanskrit. Yoga is the one that joins Jivatma and Paramatma, the individual self with the universal self. It is said to be an expansion of the narrow, constricted, egoistic personality to an all-pervasive, eternal and blissful state of reality. India is home to several religions, but the most common is Hinduism at 80% of the population, followed by Islam at 15%. The remaining are Christianity, Sikhism, Buddhism, Jainism, and others. The peacock has been used in numerous iconic representations, including being designated the national bird of India in 1963. The peacock, known as Mayura in Sanskrit, is frequently depicted in temple art, mythology, poetry, folk music, and traditions. Many Hindu deities are associated with the bird. Lord Krishna is often depicted with a feather in his headband. Peacock feathers are used in many rituals and ornamentations. Peacock motifs are widespread in Indian temple architecture, old coinage, textiles, and continue to be used in many modern items of art and utility. Talking about the Indian architecture, its unique quality is its spiritual content. Much of it was done not for personal glory or just comfort, but it was an effort for dedication and love. The glory of Indian architecture lies in its ability to reflect the lifestyle and history of the era. The aquatic plant lotus is the national flower of India. It is considered sacred, and in art, a lotus throne is a stylized lotus flower used as the seat or base for a figure. Lotus is said to represent detachment or vairagya. The water touches it but cannot make it wet. Similarly, the spiritual mind endures all adversities with a smile. Ramayanam is one of the two major Sanskrit epics of ancient India. Along with the Mahabharata, it forms the Hindu Itihasa. The Ramayanam epic, traditionally ascribed to the Maharishi Valmiki, is one of the largest ancient epics in the world literature. These itihasas, that is, the narratives of past events, are interspersed with teachings on the goals of human life. The Mahabharata's authorship is attributed to Vyasa. Described as the longest poem ever written, Mahabharata contains philosophical and devotional material. One of the principal works of Mahabharata is Bhagavad Gita, the song by God. It is referred to as spiritual dictionary. Chapter 4, verse 7 and 8 states that Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkrutam dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Translation: whenever dharma, that is righteousness, declines and adharma, unrighteousness, increases, then I manifest myself, O Bharata. Bharata meaning a descendant of land Bharata. The second verse, for the protection of the good and for destruction of evildoers, for the sake of establishing dharma, that is righteousness, I am born from age to age. This was my effort to depict India through my artwork. I really hope you guys like this artwork. Do let me know your comments on this. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to share the video. Thank you so much for watching.